Today is Saturday, the 20th. Yeah, today is Saturday, the 20th, 2018. And it occurred to me that there was a time in 2017 where every other day somebody was getting shot. It was reported on the news that everybody, every other day someone's getting shot, someone's getting killed, somebody's this, somebody's that. And it seemed like the police were like really out of control, because every time you turn on the news, it was another black person being shot, and this, that, and the third, and somebody getting killed. And there's video, oh shit. And then there's video of the person being shot. Now it's like you don't hear a peep. It's like all that media attention, all that Black Lives Matter every other day in the news, protesting another shooting and things like that. It just seemed like it came to a screeching halt. And I wonder how that usually works, because there are other stories that get highlighted in the news, and it seems to be like all the news outlets concentrate on those topics. Like the narrative would be, okay, whatever it is, it gets highlighted, it gets concentrated, and every news outlet covers it, and every other day there's a story in the news of this person, that person, and things like that. And I wonder, do these news outlets get together? Which I doubt, but it seems like the way the news is reported, it's like they get together and they all, agree to concentrate on a particular topic or story and all that, and then that's all you hear in the news on the regular. And I wonder, how does that work? Because there was a time when you couldn't even turn on the radio, turn on a TV, or pick up a newspaper and see another person being killed by the police. And now it's just like absolutely quiet. I wonder how that works. But I know me, when I get stopped by the police, I put my hands on the steering wheel, I have my wallet out in plain view, and I roll all my windows down, and I don't even give them eye contact, and I'm showing my teeth, smiling, and I'm like, how can I help you, officer? Whatever I did, I apologize, but if you need my ID, it's right there on the dashboard. May I have permission? And it's unfortunate that I have to act like this in 2017 going into 2018. It's a shame that I have to it seems like I'm lowering my manhood to a person I never met before, who's clearly supposedly just doing his job, took a sworn oath to uphold my constitutional rights, but I feel like they are violating my constitutional rights. Because I don't go around in my everyday life encountering strangers at a supermarket bagging my groceries the same way I encounter police. And these are the people that our taxpayer dollars employ and supposedly are out here protecting my rights, protecting my family's rights. And I feel like every time they pull me over, my rights are being violated, and I'm being made to feel less of a man. And it's unfortunate. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and they asked me, you would be a great cop, or you should have took the test to be a police officer and things like that. And I said I would never, ever in a million years consider being a cop. It's probably a great job, but to be a cop, the climate of police officers and the I want to say the culture and the way police patrol the city has to change from management all the way down. Because if you change the culture and the way police management basically supervise police officers, things will be better. Because I'm sure with the quotas that are out there, being in the police academy, how the trainer of these cadets, how they train them and things like that, if all of that was to change where it's more civilian sensitive, civilian friendly, I think that that's the only way police officers and the community in large, or the community at large, would be able to coexist without so much violence. Because you got people coming from other states to murder cops in other states, just executing them, walking up to their cars and blowing their head off, because they're so frustrated, they're so fed up by this not administration, but by this police force in particular choking out somebody who they claim was selling Lucy cigarettes. So because you can't tell a cop no, and you can't, give a cop an order or tell a cop I refuse. You tell a cop I refuse, you might as well just, get ready to lay down and die, or find yourself in the morgue. Because these cops, the worst thing you can tell a cop is no, I refuse, and let me speak to your sergeant or lieutenant, because they feel that you have to answer to them. Forget about calling for a supervisor. You answer to them, and if you don't answer to them, that's you're refusing the direct order, which means that you're not obeying me, because I'm your overlord, and you have to listen to me, because that's how it comes across. I mean, it's crazy. So for me to be a cop, if you ever seen that movie Serpico, and it's a very good movie. Serpico was this officer that wanted just to do his job, and there was so much corruption within the police department, period. Across the board, a lot of corruption within the police department, that he went to one precinct and he didn't want to get involved with the corruption and all that other stuff. He gets sent to another precinct house, and then there's corruption there. He can't even do his job because of the other officers and the climate of corruption that is encouraged within the police department. So he decides that he's going to have to go outside of the department to internal affairs to basically uncover all this corruption, because everywhere he goes, he can't do his job because everybody's doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. They're doing everything else but police work. So for me, if my partner is beating in a black man's head unmercifully, or taking something out of a car, or planting evidence, knowing me, I'm gonna break the blue wall of silence, and I'm a snitch, and it's gonna be hard for me to be a cop, because nobody's gonna want to work with somebody that's willing to bury their partner for doing something that they're not supposed to do. Now, maybe that's wrong, but I think it's right, because why should I lose my job, lose my career, and go to jail because I didn't, or because I took a police report and lied on it, or I took a police report and I chose to omit things, add things, because my partner wanted to do something stupid. I don't know. It's like when you work at a job like being a police officer, and you see something going down that is totally inappropriate, or it it could cost you your freedom and your career. And because of this blue wall of silence, you're encouraged to lie, or you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, it's crazy. That's why I couldn't be a cop, because I'm not gonna put my freedom or my career on the line for somebody that chooses not to uphold the oath of being a police officer. I'm not gonna do it. So, could I be a cop? Absolutely not.